Family, what's up? Do y'all remember when at the end of Drumline, when Nick Cannon was showing old boy in the locker room, bathroom, wherever they was at, how to play his bass drum, and basically told him you gotta make love to the drum, and dude was like, I do love my drum. No, but you gotta love your drum. I do love my drum. And so, because he was not in sync with his drum, stay with me, he got knocked out of his position on the field with the band in the line. So one band, one sound, right? That's what they, their motto. But back to him. His rhythm was off, his melody was off, his harmony was off, all of the above. Now that brings me to what this video is about. What type of sound does God hear when he is listening to you? Clock that. What type of sound does God hear when he is listening to you? So make a sweet sound. May the sound that I make, God, be a sweet sound unto your ear. Are the sounds that I make, is my praise a sweet sound to God's ears? My worship a sweet sound to God's ear? And is the music I'm making a sweet sound to God's ear? Am I making love with my instrument, whatever my instrument is, so that God can hear my melody, so that God can hear my harmony, so that God can know that I am in rhythm with him? When our rhythm is off, when our melody is off, when our beat is off, we get kicked out of our positions. Again, take it back to Drumline. We get kicked out of positions. We get kicked out of line. But in that moment, when you trying to figure out how to get back into your position, because you play your instrument better than the next person, and I'm going to get back on the line, get back on the line. So if you know that your music is a sweet sound to God's ear, you keep playing your music, however that looks like. But if you know that there's a possibility that your music is not a sweet sound unto God's ear, that your praise and that your worship and that your everyday life is not a sweet sound to God's ear, and we're not perfect, so everyday life is not going to be 24/7 just the way it is 24 hours in the 7-day week. No, it's not going to be like that. But somehow, some way, your music that you make should make God's ears twitch, should make God's head turn, should make Big Brother Jesus advocate on your behalf even more. What does your music sound like?